If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure.
What you need?
Yes?
Been too long since I picked a fight.
My back hurts, my feet hurt. Everything hurts.
I knew you'd help us.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance. I'm listening.
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? She ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn? I said let her go.
You're soft, Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Oh, why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over here. You all right, sister?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident taint your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you remember. Remember who's in charge.
Well, well, Mr. Valentine. I thought you had forgotten about the lonely.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari? She's downstairs.
Dr. Amari?
Yes? I take it this isn't a social call.
We need your help, Doctor. I need the memories from a man named Kellogg. But he's dead.
I know it's asking for a miracle, Amari, but you've pulled off the impossible before.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who could make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Go on, Doctor.
Mr. Valentine is an older generation synth. But Institute technology being what it is, the brain implant could fit him. But that's an incredible risk to take. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. I'm well past the warranty date anyway.
Hey, I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank me when we've found your son. All right, let's do this.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory lounge. He'll act as a host.
All right.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but,
Remember,
she loved me
you are
in her
experiencing these
way.
memories as Kellogg.
And she
This may
protected
prove
me from
disorienting
Dad.
at first.
That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. People are always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
It's gonna be... Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
You'll see.
But we don't know anybody here. And now, with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kinda green.
I know. But that's where... I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer. All right, come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. I don't remember much from that time. It all kind of blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So,
There was always a job for someone like me. Didn't matter what it was. Didn't matter who I was supposed to kill. I got pretty good at it.
Here you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you.
And you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek with us.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want? I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. and the world had it coming.
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operation.
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute.
One of these has
But
got
I
to tell us
figured
something.
they were just a convenient
We're running out of
boogeyman for
radio.
anything bad that ever happened.
Ah, there's one that
They were
looks
real,
mostly
all
intact.
right.
Connecting now.
They didn't know any.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
All computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find him.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If she could take me out, they won't be able to hide from her for long. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Come here. No. Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only gonna tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean!
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm.
Big heads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me.
I'm sorry
I
you
made
had to
sure
go
they
through that
knew it.
again. I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready. Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue.
Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
X688, ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. Okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed. But you're neural. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
I saw Kellogg's life. The man who ruined my family. The man I killed.
That's right. He was a human being just like the rest of us. And he had reasons for being what he was. However cruel. How does that make you feel?
It's convinced me I did the right thing. He was a rabid dog. And he needed to be put down.
I suppose I can't fault you for that. We're getting off track. The only question is, what do we do now?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
Then he's dead already. It's a waste of time.
No. He must... Look, we don't...
I'll find a way to get through the rats.
Good luck. By the way...
memory den's not accepting new clients right now, sweetheart.
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg. Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
Wait. Were you just playing a joke on me?
I guess that's for you to wonder and for me and Kellogg's memories to know for sure. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going.
I'm gonna head out on my own from here, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
We should head over to the Nakano residence when we can. Find out what their case is about.
Hey everyone, gather around. Let's kick the breeze back. Shoot the fat. Now I know you all are doing your own thing, but I don't want anyone here to forget what matters.
Brotherhood
Hey,
of
Stacy,
Steel. Better
glad
stay
you
out
can
of
make
good
it.
neighbor.
How's my favorite girl doing? Didn't I see you on a date with Morowski the other day?
He wishes.
All right. We're getting off track. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. What matters. We freaks gotta stick together. And the best way to stick together is to keep an eye out for what drives us apart. You feel me?
Yeah, you tell it like it is, Hancock.
Now, what out there in our big, friendly Commonwealth would want to drive us apart? What kind of twisted, unneighborly boogeyman would want to hurt our peaceful community?
Yeah, the Institute and their sins.
That's right. Who said that? Coming up to my office later. You've earned yourself some jet. The Institute. They're the real enemy. Not the Raiders. Not the super mutants. Not even those tools over in Diamond City.
I don't know, Hancock. I'd sure love to give McDonough a kick in the ass.
Hey, we all know I got my own personal beef with that lardhead. But stay focused. Now, I want everyone to keep the Institute in mind. When someone starts acting funny. When people are doing things they don't normally do. When family starts pushing you away for no reason. We all know who's behind that kind of shit. And the only way to stop it is to stick together. They can't control us if we're not afraid. Now, who's scared of the Institute?
Not us.
And which town in the Commonwealth should the Institute not fuck with?
Good neighbor.
Good neighbor. And who's in charge of good neighbor? Hancock.
Of the people, for the people.
Ma'am.
fuck it, a bolt, it's Marty. I know it's been a while, but I came across a little mystery I thought might get your circuits firing. You remember that ugly grasshopper statue on top of Faneuil Hall? Turns out it's got a note in it. A note written by the son of one Shem Droud. I don't expect that name means anything to you, but the guy was a coppersmith. Way back when folks did shit like that. Apparently, the note leads straight to the old guy's stash. I don't know what's in it, but I'd sure like to know if it's still there. I'm gonna go do a little recon on the hall. If you decide you want to get the team back together, you let me know.
broadcast. Our caravan's under attack by hostile robots and needs some serious help. We're just east of Watts Consumer Electronics. Anyone in the vicinity can come help. Now's the time. Ada, loop this message.
Yes, sir.
This is an emergency broadcast.
friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here. I don't believe we were finished. My friends, I don't believe we were finished. My friends did not survive the attack. I don't believe we were finished. I won't let you hurt them! My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for... You are leaving? My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for... I don't believe we were finished. My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well. You are leaving? My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you. I don't believe we were finished. My friends did not survive the attack. Where are you going? My friends did not survive the attack. You are leaving? My friends did not survive the attack. Thank you for assisting. I was certain to meet my end here as well.
Are you okay?
Physically, the damage is minor, but I am registering sadness and anger at the loss of my friends. It may sound strange coming from a robot, but they were my family. Again, I thank you for your efforts. I know they would have thanked you as well.
Looks like it was your lucky day.
An interesting choice of words. My name is Ada. This was the third time we've been attacked by robots like these. Even with the weapon and detection upgrades Jackson gave me, I was unable to defend them.
Who's Jackson?
Jackson was the leader of this caravan. He had a great mind for technology. In many ways, he is my creator. He installed all my current upgrades. Unfortunately, they were not enough to protect them from the robots.
Tell me about these robots.
They roam the Commonwealth and claim to be restoring order. We've seen them fighting raiders, but they've also attacked innocents, settlers, merchants, and caravans like ours. We knew we ran the risk of encountering more of these hostile robots if we stayed in the Commonwealth. If only we had made the decision to leave.
You couldn't have known something like this would happen.
The probability of attack was high. I should have forced our departure. In recompense, I will seek justice for my friends and stop these robots from causing further harm. It's time to uncover the source and confront their leader, the Mechanist.
You'll need help if you want to succeed.
I'm aware of this. You have shown willingness to aid others. I ask that you please assist me in stopping this Mechanist. In return, I can give you the schematics to build your own robot workbench, so you have additional resources in this undertaking.
I'll do it.
I wish I had the proper vocal registry to express my gratitude. Now, we last saw a group of the Mechanist robots at the General Atomics factory. You may find information there that will lead us to the Mechanist. I will follow and assist with your permission.
Yeah. Let's go, Ada.
General Atomics has valuable salvage. Chances are high the robots are still there. lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
Good day to you!
I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
served.
right. Won't be able to pick this. Sweet. I'm through.
You certainly have a knack for adapting to technology. Safety's on. That's the last of them. We may have some trouble. Takes care of that.
Hey.
Yes, ma'am?
Ada?
Did you retrieve something from that robot?
It had this strange device on it.
Let's have a look. Impressive technology. If my analysis is correct, this is a specialized radar beacon. I suspect it's held the mechanism as the next logical step.
Sounds like a solid plan.
I'm glad you agree. You'll need to use a robot workbench to ensure proper installation. To maintain peak...
there, friend.
Careful. I don't think you're going to regret this.
You! Oh, sorry. Thought you might be one of those forged maniacs, but you don't have the burns. A group of them took over the old iron.
Thanks. I appreciate the warning.
Least I can do. Might as well save you the trouble they've caused me. That bastard. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. I don't guess you'd be...
Industrial?
I see what you're getting at. 200...
I'll find it.
You're doing me a big...
do for you? Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Made it. This time. Hey.
How may I be of service? Are you ready to install the radar beacon?
It's time. Let's do this.
Good. The installation should be simple. Once I'm in the robot workbench, just install the radar beacon and I'll do the rest.
Heads up.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Ada.
A moment. The modification was successful. New hardware has been detected and software is updating. And installation complete. Analyzing Mechanist hardware. The radar beacon is receiving a strong encrypted signal, but I can't determine the source.
It's a good start at least.
Absolutely. With some additional assistance, I should be able to decrypt the signal and locate the Mechanist. Fortunately, I'm detecting another robo-brain in the Commonwealth that's receiving the same signal.
Finally, we have an advantage.
Perhaps, but it isn't quite that simple. The encryption on the source signal is complex, but not beyond solving. If you can bring me 2 additional beacons, they should provide the keys and algorithms that I need to enhance my decryption routines.
All right.
I'm uploading the location. Just be careful.
Heads up.
Yes.
here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, armed people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
I'd like to visit.
Since you're a first-timer, there's something you gotta know first. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's gotta take it.
Being cautious. Not a bad call.
You do what you gotta do. You wanna take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
Sure.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
I'd say up yours too, buddy.
You'd say that. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate. The doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
Medicate the infected area as best I can.
You have a medical background. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
I give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
I don't play baseball. I play soccer.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
I'd throw my tea in her face.
Of course. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation, and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and...
Change the wattage on the razor. Give him a shock the next time he uses it. Bzz.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate. Welcome to Covenant.
Caravan came a few days back. For old man Stockton. You saw him, right?
I already told you. I don't recollect. We get a lot of traffic.
This isn't Diamond City. A caravan of 5 comes through, you'd remember.
Then they must not have come through. Say, wouldn't you rather have a lemonade?
My job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they came here. Why the
Sorry,
brush off?
I'm so busy.
Mark my words.
Talia.
Get to the bottom.
Oh, I heard about you. You're the stranger. I make things. Things for the store. Oh, I'm Talia. It's so nice to meet you.
You sound pretty handy.
I don't want to be a burden. You're gonna like it here. Everyone in Covenant is so friendly and really wants to help.
Too bad the rest of the Commonwealth isn't that way.
I know. Wouldn't it be great if everyone looked out? Feel free to...
From around here? God, I hope not. Not enough of these hicks.
Sure, I'm from Covenant.
You? You're from Covenant? Yeah, and I'm the mayor of Diamond City. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
Oh, sure. I know all about... who was that again?
You're as bad as the rest of these idiots. I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. And I intend...
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all... I don't...
Meaning no offense, but I got a mountain of work to do.
Get your lemonade here!
Hey, Deezer.
93% of all visitors prefer Teaser's lemonade.
I'll take some.
Enjoy!
That's a serious lock. Need to find a key. Let's hope someone's been careless. Just looking to trade a little.
Anybody else in town would be happy to talk to you.
Head on in. Penny's shop is usually the first stop.
Why does one tiny settlement need so much firepower?
You see, I gotta run diagnostics on the perimeter trip.
I want to trade a few things.
Enjoy your stay!
Look alive. Look alive.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Here you go, Ada. One slip.
This will do nicely. And with any luck, it'll...
Don't worry. I'm sure it'll do the trick.
I certainly hope so. I'm going to begin my decryption routine, but it could take a while. In the meantime, I've picked up another RoboBrain beacon signal. It should be the last one you'll need to collect.
Good work, Ada.
Thank you. If my calculation... Oh, this is... The RoboBrain is...
Sure. I haven't come this far, just about.
I understand that. My old caravan encountered them once while crossing the river into the city. The Rust Devils are... They scour the... I realize they... That being said, despite what lies...
Hey.
Here you are, ma'am.
Hey.
Yes. How can I assist?
Didn't have anything else.
No problem.
Heads up.
Yeah, did you require my assistance?
I think it's about time we called it quits.
I'd prefer to remain by your side, but I'll abide by your command.
You just heard. How did
Please, just... I need to be alone right
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid.
You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all.
So where are we
I
off to
kind of
next?
feel like the last thing I'd want to do is,
Don't much care for good
go looking
neighbor.
for radioactive
That place
material.
is nothing but
But
trouble.
not Warren Smith.
What?
Here's uranium rock.
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Seems to be growing well.
Boy!
Come on, boy. It's time to go.
Yeah?
Winoni Harris. If you're the kind of person who is tired of living in Diamond City and you maybe want a adventure or something, I guess you have a new option. The settlement of Sanctuary has, I guess, been founded to the northwest there. Good luck to them with, you know, the whole surviving thing. And in other news, it sounds like maybe the not other news, it's actually the same news. The Minutemen were involved in this. The Minutemen. I thought they were kind of done for. It sounds kind of crazy. And if it were real, it would be super dangerous, I bet. Here's Frankie Carl with a song that, frankly, sounds a little too good to be true. I'm not saying it's embellishing, but well, no, okay. I guess I am. Never mind. Here's one more tomorrow.
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road. Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps. Ready to head back out?
That depends. How are you feeling?
I dunno. Feeling kinda useless sitting here with me thumb up me arse. So, are you ready to get this show in the road?
I just want to trade a few things.
What am I? A bank?
Huh?
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick. If you get my meaning.
Yeah?
I'll hand it to you. This place isn't awful. It's still a hole. It could be worse.
That was the 5 stars. All 5 of them. Get it? Because it's, well, it's funny? Sort of? No. No. Okay. Not really. You're listening to, Diamond City Radio. If you're listening at all.